Hi guys, and this is the most exciting week. Yeah, I'm just going to get straight onto it and show you my little scan photo. I mean, you would have seen this in my announcement video, which would have gone up probably a couple of weeks, if not months ago. But I'm obviously a little bit behind in terms of the weekly updates and yeah, just trying to schedule everything a little bit in advance. So yeah, I had my scan, which was the most amazing experience of my life ever. It was so surreal. Nothing can quite prepare you for that moment where you see your little baby on the screen for the first time and get told that everything is okay. I just feel like I just kind of washed with emotion, and I didn't cry or anything. I thought I would, but just knowing everything was okay and we were told it's a textbook looking baby. Oh my god, I was just so relieved because up until that moment I was anxious. The night before I just could not sleep because I was just thinking, what if we go into the room tomorrow and they say something's wrong or that the baby's not there? You know, there's so many different circumstances and different outcomes of a scan that I know I'm just so fortunate to have gone in there and everything be okay. So I am delighted. I'm beyond delighted. The scan was just such an amazing experience, but I will touch on that a little bit more kind of later on in this video. I just wanted to talk about kind of my symptoms and things like that I've had this week so far, because I'm turning 13 weeks tomorrow, so I just thought I'd film this video now. And yeah, the scan was just amazing. The due date as well was only one day out. I've known people to go in there and they've been told it's like a week behind or things like that, but I'm only a day out, so my due date is only changed by one day kind of back, which is amazing because knowing that I'm due in December, I really don't want it to clash with Christmas, and I know that it's kind of irrelevant when you're there, but for me I would just love to have the baby home for Christmas and not be in hospital. So yeah, that was amazing to know that. So even if I go 2 weeks over, it won't. So that's good. So I mentioned before that my weeks turn over every Wednesday. Now it's just every Thursday because of that change of date, which is fine. Again, it's kind of not messed too much up. I just thought, imagine if I've filmed my 11th week update and then have to do it again. It just would have messed up so much, but it's really good that it's actually not that different at all. And baby was measuring 56.3 millimeters, which is a really good kind of length, I suppose, so far. And it had really long legs. I mean, me and Rich both are very tall, but even the what's it, sonographer or something, even she said your baby has got really long legs. They could see the stomach, and she said you could even see the bladder, which is quite unusual for the first scan, which was amazing. I thought she was about to tell us what the gender was, and I was like, oh my god, we don't want to know, we want to do a reveal. We're going to have a reveal party. But luckily it was just the bladder. I know that you can't even tell this early on, but yeah, that was really amazing. And just to hear good things, I just felt proud, and I was like, I'm just so happy because if something had happened, I just know that I would have blamed myself, and I know that things can still happen, but to know so far so good, we saw the baby for the first time and all is good, is amazing. So that was just such a surreal experience. We also had the Down syndrome test, so they measured the fluid behind their head, and she actually said it looks absolutely fine. I did also have a blood test afterwards, and that's more just to give us choice and to let us know either way. I think if you can have these tests, then why wouldn't you? And then you can make a decision or not based on whatever you hear. But yeah, we decided to do all the tests because I just think it's really good to be informed, and then it helps you make decisions that you won't be surprised about should you have the baby and something like that happen. So yeah, I think we hear the results next week. She said if something is concerning or it's high risk, we'll get a call in the next couple of days. But if not, then we'll just receive a letter in the post between 10 to 14 working days to basically say that we're low risk. So it'll be interesting to see what that says, but the sonographer did say that it kind of looks good in terms of the scan, so that was really good. So I was also told to swap taking just the folic acid supplements and change it to like more of a whole pregnancy kind of vitamin tablet. So the tablets that I got are actually these ones. So I got these ones from Superdrug, and I was more than prepared to pay for the pregnancy care ones because I just presumed the more you pay the better they're going to be, and there's no price you can put on like your unborn child. But when I compared the vitamin like levels, I suppose, in the two, they are exactly the same as the Superdrug ones. These are like £3 a pack, and they were like buy two get one free kind of thing. So it was like £6 for 3 months worth. Whereas the pregnancy care ones were like £10 each, and I think that was just for a month. So like if they had had more vitamins in those ones, then of course I would have bought them, because why wouldn't you? I just don't like the idea of taking a risk. But when I compared them side by side and they had the same amount, I was just like, why would you pay more for the same thing? The only other thing is that my next appointment is in 2 weeks' time with a consultant due to my iron levels. So they are kind of closely monitoring me at the moment, just because my iron was so low at the beginning that I've been prescribed iron tablets, and hopefully it is soaring up. So it's really to monitor that and make sure that things are going as they should. But I guess I'd rather be monitored than kind of told at one point that it's like just too bad, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what the consultant says. I was really worried because of the fact I had a consultant letter and I didn't know why I was referred, but in my pregnancy notes when I got them back on the scan, it did say just like for a second opinion, so that was kind of reassuring. The only other thing that I wanted to mention is that last night I had the worst migraine of my life. Like, I don't really suffer from headaches and migraines often. If I have a headache, it's probably because of hay fever or I've been straining at the computer screen too long. They're the only reasons why I get them, and I normally feel them coming. But it was 3 o'clock in the morning and I just woke up with the sharpest pain in my head, and it was like a heartbeat migraine, if that makes sense. Like, it was pulsating all across my head. There was no like pressure points that I could like massage, try and get it out. I woke up, I searched the house, and we had no paracetamol. So I had to ride it out, and it was the worst experience of my life. I think it kept me up for about 45 minutes, and honestly, I was in excruciating pain. Rich was at work, and I was just literally there like, what on earth am I going to do? Because I just didn't know if I was going to get to sleep. If I wasn't, I was thinking, right, well, I can't go to work, because how on earth could I go to work like with like 2 hours sleep? It would have been ridiculous. So luckily it subsided after like 45 minutes, or I got back to sleep in 45 minutes. I woke up and I could still feel like a mild headache, but I just went to Tesco's and got paracetamol and migraine relief tablets, and they seem to be doing the job at the moment. I'm just worried that that's like a symptom. I don't know if it's because I told my work today that like I was pregnant and stuff and I was stressed about it, but I didn't think I was that worried about it, so I don't know why it was caused. But oh my god, it was like the worst pain of my life. I just didn't know what to do, and I was just like on the verge of like just crying, and I just didn't know what to do. But yeah, thankfully that kind of subsided. I managed to get back to sleep. If it happens again tonight, I don't know what I'll do, but obviously at least this time I have tablets to help. So yeah, that wasn't fun. I hope it's not a symptom or something that's going to continue happening, because it was just horrid. It just felt so horrible. So let me know if you've had that before, if it is maybe stress related. I really don't know. But just horrendous. It was honestly the worst thing. But yeah, that's kind of it for my 12-week update. Obviously, I'm just obsessed with looking at this. Like, I can't stop like showing people. We got a copy for, well, me and Rich got 2, and we got one for our parents as well. So our family know now, our friends know now, and it's just insane. I just can't believe it. So yeah, that's kind of it for this week. I'm really excited to just keep filming these videos, and hopefully now I've like announced it, like obviously I would have done that weeks ago, but I'm hoping to like get these videos as much more in real time as I possibly can. I think there will still be a delay, just because it will allow me, once I have the baby, to have a couple of weeks where I don't have to film. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see kind of what the next few weeks have. I will also show you my belly because I feel like I've mildly popped. I feel like I look like I'm so bloated or I'm retaining so much water, but I am actually sure it is kind of like pregnancy bump, or the start of, at least. So I'm not sure if you can like properly tell, but I feel like there's definitely the start of a bump there. It's definitely like going in and then coming back out. Before, that definitely like wasn't there to that extent. I would just be bloated. But now I feel like there's definitely like the start of a bump, which is so exciting. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.